I think a lot of people who look at Joyce Mitchell wonder how somebody can get to a place where she helped somebody escape from prison. I wonder how it happened for you. What was it that this guy did or said that created that connection between the two of you?
Well, first of all, I think a woman has to be at a point where she's pretty broken and she's in a desperate state. And when you're in that state, things that normally seem ridiculous don't seem so far-fetched. So in my instance, I was working really hard. I had a lifetime where I worked really hard and I performed at a high level. And I just felt this tremendous pressure to always be on and be my best for everybody and everything that I did. And I reached a breaking point. And in my case, I happened to reach the breaking point just at the same time that an inmate took notice of me and told me how nice I looked and acted like he cared about what kind of a mood I was in on that particular day. And
was he
just
somebody
really like pouring.
Sorry, was he somebody who kind of you felt listened to you or noticed things about you when other people in your life didn't?
Yes, exactly. And we would spend a lot of time talking, and it was just, you know, human beings want to have a connection with somebody, and when you have someone who just spends a lot of time talking to you and telling you things about you that you like to hear, it's kind of just like pouring water on a dying plant.
I know he sort of became your protector. There was an incident where somebody threatened you and he stepped in. He became your escort around the prison. I've talked to some experts who say that often it starts with something small, like a small, will you do me a favor? It's kind of a baby step, and you kind of end up on this journey that you never thought you would end up being on.
Yes, exactly. And I think, you know, anything in our life, I think, starts with baby steps, just like that. But in my case, it was, you know, someone stuck up for me and kept me from being physically accosted by an inmate. I felt in fear at that time. So it did kind of change the flavor of everything. But I do believe that if I had been at a point where I was strong and courageous and not so broken, not so desperate as I was, that it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have happened.
I know you took money out, I think, of out of your bank account or a savings policy that you had. You bought a vehicle, an escape vehicle. Did it seem real even the day you were driving to the prison to help him break out? I mean, did it seem like something, this was really going to happen?
No, it never seemed like it was going to happen. I still sometimes can't believe it did happen. The whole time, you know, we were talking about it, it was kind of like a game, like, well, what if this happened and what if this happened? And I never really believed it until even the minute I was driving through the gate, I didn't think it was happening. But once I got outside the gate and he was in the van, then it was real. And I was just stunned. I can't look back and see a path I took that got me to that point. It just seemed like I was just there.